They're gone for now, but I'm sure she will send someone. She will send an awakened to get me. A ceremony. I must make preparations. It will soon be fuller here, Latika. Now, everyone must help. If we work together, we can do it. The artifact will bring us freedom. For you and me, and for the Chosen too. Soon we will all be saved.
That's a great sacrifice for the village. Maybe he won't want to do anything to you. If he comes, I mean.
It is the only way. The struggle must have an end. What the?
Gammat! Finally!
It's him. The Awakened is here. It was you. You got the machines working again. Latika, why didn't you warn me? You'll be sorry, you stupid piece of meat.
Gammat, where's Kalandra? What game are you playing here?
You think I'm weak. You all think I'm weak, but you are wrong. I will find it. I will escape your circle, Awakened, and my soul will be mine alone.
Gammat, listen to me, damn it!
You stay right here, brother. If you continue to follow me, I'll take your life and your gift. Be warned, brother. Be warned.
Obviously, I lured the rat from its hole. And what was that little show all about?
He is afraid of you.
But why?
Have you heard the roaring? That was Gammat's most powerful ghoul. I think he is supposed to kill me.
Just as I finally got the machines going. No, I won't let that happen.
Thanks, Chiron. Here, take this. Maybe it can help you against the ghoul.
You seem to know Gammat quite well.
He is a very sad and lonely man, and he is always afraid that someone will come and take him back.
How do you know that?
Whenever Gammat is feeling poorly, he talks to me about his worries. I am the only one who listens to him. Don't have much choice. Gammat and I have a lot in common, you know? Both of us are somewhere between worlds, without really belonging to anywhere. I'm not really an undead, and he is not really a necromancer.
But rather...
Well, he's part man, part swamp, and part... something really evil.
Does Ulef know what goes on here?
Not entirely. Gammat tells him that the Chosen are fine. He doesn't mention the bit about them falling apart while digging.
Why?
My father wants to believe Gammat. If he does not do what Gammat wants, the Holy Man will set the ghoul on me. He knows that. Sometimes I'd rather be dead.
You are dead.
Don't say things like that. I know myself that I exist against the will of the gods.
Then what keeps you together?
The hope. I mean, maybe we really can find the Alhanian artifact Gammat has promised us. That could save me.
Did Gammat bring the plague to Waruk?
Hard to say. My guess is that it came into being when Makra threw Gammat into the pit, and Gammat joined with the swamp. The plague was carried by his clothes. Maybe Gammat really did want revenge on the Fernfielders, because they drove him off the first time he came into search of Alhanian artifacts. When I became ill, my father lost faith in the gods. Through the use of the talisman, Gammat attracted the attention he needed. Father followed him immediately.
Why does Gammat only let undead dig here? If there's hope of a healing artifact, the Fernfielders would certainly lend a hand.
Can't you smell that? The air is poisonous. No normal human being can survive here.
I can.
A little strange, that. Are you sure you're not dead? Then we would have something in common.
Wouldn't you rather go back to your father? You don't have to live here.
I should return to Fernfield?
Why not?
Because I would destroy the illusion that gives the Fernfielders hope. On the other hand, the truth is important, and we don't know if the souls of the Chosen go to the gods or descend into the nether hells with Thargunitoth. No, I can't decide. Not right now.
Do you really think Gamut has sent the ghoul after you?
I talked to you. That's why he's supposed to tear me apart.
But that doesn't make any sense.
You or him. I chose wrong, Chiron, I'm afraid. Please kill the ghoul. He would no longer eat the others here. I wouldn't have to be afraid anymore, and Gamut could no longer blackmail my father.
Do you think Ulef would renounce Gamut if he had the choice again?
I don't know, but there's a chance. Please, Chiron, please.
Time for me to go. So, one less ghoul in the Clawmore.
Thank you, Chiron.
A pretty undead in trouble. Who could refuse? What are you doing?
You saved me. I have to thank you somehow. But now hurry. Gamut won't wait much longer with his ceremony. If I understood him correctly, he wants to send half Fernfield through the Life Spring.
Then there will be a revolt. Genla's people will turn against him and Ulef.
You have to stop him before it's too late.
Don't you want to come with me?
There's nothing I would like to do more. But I cannot stand between Genla and my father. That would only make things worse. Should the Fernfielders really learn the truth and lose all hope of entering their paradise? No, Chiron. That I cannot decide. It is up to you what you will do with the truth you have found here.
It'll be hard to get out of here. The gate at the top of the gorge blocks my way out.
You know, Gamut also didn't always need to dive for coming here. There must be a secret exit in the ghoul's hideout. Now that the beast is gone, you can use it.
Good luck, Latika. I'll see you later.
Looking forward to it, handsome.
Latica had opened Chiron's eyes. Gamut had cheated the Fernfielders. He had taken advantage of the desperation of the terminally ill, in the firm belief that what they would find in the swamp would bring their salvation. Chiron knew not why Gamut considered him an enemy. However, something told him that his gift connected him in some sinister way with the so-called holy man. Time was short. Gamut's ceremony, which threatened to wipe out the entire village, drew nigh. Chiron had to confront the fraud, and it were best to do so before the assembled congregation.
You're back! What price did you pay the demons to have them release you?
You haven't understood a single thing, Genla. I came back to help.
You're not out for revenge? You see, when I discovered that your soul was not fully your own, I had to act. I feared that you would corrupt my entire congregation.
I am no demon Pakdir, and if we don't work together, your village will find its way to the Nether Hells all by itself. Didn't Gamut just declare all Fernfielders to be chosen?
How do you know about that? The ceremony has just begun. No one could have told you about it. What did you see on the other side of the gorge?
Gamut doesn't save the Fernfielders. He turns them into the undead. They dig for an Alhanian artifact that is to cure all Fernfielders of the plague.
And what does Ulev have to do with this?
Gamut blackmailed him. He has bound the soul of Ulev's daughter Latika. Gamut only became so powerful because Makra threw him into the pit. He has joined with the swamp.
That explains much, but it makes his behavior worse. He spreads heresies, he plays with people's souls, even though he knows about the lie.
I have to get to Gamut.
That will not be easy. When he announced that he intends to throw us all into the pit, sick and healthy alike, my congregation rose up against him. Gamut will not be easy to reach. He is expecting an attack, and he knows how to defend himself and his followers.
So be it.
I will pray for their souls. Perhaps Divine Parain will forgive them. And Chiron.
What?
I will pray for your soul, too.
You want to do... There's a herb for every misfortune.
Ah! Behold the spring! The life spring which taught us humility! The yoke borne upon our skins, the pain we suffer so patiently. Take it from us, O Spring! Wash us of our sins and guide us to paradise!
Gamat! Let these people go!
Silence, blasphemer! You know nothing of paradise!
Your paradise is nothing but a lie!
You want war? You shall have it! Kill him! Our fight has just begun. Follow me, brother.
Gamut could not be allowed to escape. Regardless of the creatures that might lurk in the so-called life spring, Chiron sprang into the abyss. Black silt covered him and clutched him tightly, as if the sinister spring were a single gigantic monster that slowly squeezed the air from his lungs, that it might devour his soul. Chiron's resistance waned, yet he fought back the panic. If he had to die here, he wanted his last thoughts to be of Calandra whom he loved. The pain Chiron felt touched the very depths of his soul. His gift roared out of him, breaking the monster's grip and hurling Chiron into the open. The life spring had spit him out. Something had saved him.
Are you trying to hide from me, or do you think you can keep me prisoner here?
This isn't a trap, brother. I'm protecting you.
I don't believe you.
Why should you? How silly of me. You know nothing.
I know that I am going to tear your head off when I get out of here.
I always wondered what you two would look like if we met. The lost brother, the lost sister. Azrael spoke highly of you.
Your whole holy man fast must have gone really to your head.
It's a pity that we are only meeting now. We might have been friends, but maybe it's not too late. Maybe I can stop the struggle.
If we want to be friends, Gammat, you letting me out of here might be a good first step.
I think talking would be a better start. I'm sure you have many questions.
Tell me more about the Awakened, and why do you think I'm one of them?
You breathe poison and dive through the pit. What more proof do you want? You are awakened, and you want to kill me.
What makes you so sure I want to kill you?
Volk is dead. Azrael was here with Calandra, and you're standing before me. The killing has begun. But I will survive. I just need time. I was able to get rid of Azrael, and you will stay right here until the artifact is recovered. Imagine, you will be the second redeemed from the forced killings. The second after me. You just have to wait.
Gammat, who are you really?
Born on Borbarat's altars, blessed by the nether hells, driven by the power of the gift. I am like you.
Did your gift awaken when your blood mixed too?
Volk and I were supposed to awaken one another. Azrael put us on opposing sides, Volk with the Rondrians, me with the necromancers who ruled Warunk. But before she sent us away, I found out that the magic of the Alhani was the key to our gifts. I had time to research under the necromancers, and my search led me to Fernfield. I had found out that the ruins here held the secret that can save us. But I was not welcome here. Genla sensed my talents and incited her husband Makra against me. We fought and fell into the life spring. Makra died, but my gift protected me. It joined me to the swamp and awakened me. Meanwhile, the Rondrians freed Warunk. Volk never met me there. He was never awakened.
That's why the wedding, the bastard. He wanted to use Calandra for his awakening because he couldn't lure you to him.
I still went back to Warunk. Secretly. The plague in my clothes. I knew I would never find the artifact alone, and the living cannot dig here. The rest you know.
How did Azrael give us so much demonic power? I mean, sure, she's a powerful Borbaradian, but her power must have limits.
Alhanian magic. Azrael has somehow used it to channel demonic power. She must have negotiated a contract with a very powerful demon.
So that's what drove you to Fernfield. You're looking for a way to free yourself from the forced killing amongst the Awakened.
It will work, I'm certain. My talisman will save us all. No one will come to kill me ever again.
A single artifact should have that much power? Do you hear what you're saying? You're grasping at straws, Gammat.
That's what Azrael said too. That it can heal, maybe, but nothing more. But she's wrong. She must be mistaken.
Where is Calandra?
Azrael is teaching her. I think that since Volk's death, she has become Azrael's favorite pupil.
Where is this happening?
At the place of our birth, Chiron, where Azrael summoned the demon to fashion the 7 awakened gifts from his power.
I have been on the run all my life, Gammat. I have never had a home. Do you know how that feels?
A life in fear. I know that better than you think, brother.
Then perhaps you will understand that I want to at least know the name of my birthplace.
Maybe we'll get lucky and find the artifact in the next few days. Then I'll even go with you, brother.
What about me and my gift? Why didn't Azrael kidnap me?
I don't know why. Maybe she wants to test you harshly to make you strong. Or she wants to get rid of you. Maybe she lured you here so that I could kill you. Either way, it is best if you stay here, nice and safe.
What does Azrael want from Calandra? Why did they go to Fernfield, and what do they want with the Irabar Lily?
Calandra's gift is still young. It has had but little time to mature. Azrael used the lily's visions to expand Calandra's awareness and strengthen her gift. Our sister seems to learn quickly.
I hate to disappoint you, but she is not my sister.
You have a lot of catching up to do, Chiron. But it's no different for Calandra. That's why Azrael simply introduced us instead of pitting her up against me right away. She has a rather peculiar sense of justice.
Every human, a mage, and survival of the fittest. Don't those madmen who perform miracles using their own blood preach that?
The Borberadians, yes. That is the lesson of Azrael. Blood magic, demonic power, and endless promises. I have often thought about the role of the awakened Chiron. Maybe the demon master did not fall. Perhaps we are his legacy. Here, read this. If we can surmount the killing force one day, fighting his disciples will be inevitable. Knowledge of any detail will help us.
What is this struggle you keep babbling on about?
The paladin will arise from the struggle. That's why the awakened must fight one another. The winner takes the loser's gift. Their power is transferred to the winner.
The awakened.
We kill one another because we must. In the end, only one of the seven will remain. That is what the demon to whom Azrael dedicated our souls wants.
Who exactly do you mean by we?
You, me, Calandra, and there are more.
We've talked enough. Open the gate and we'll settle the matter.
Unfortunately, that cannot be, brother. The excavation will continue until my talisman is complete, and I have to protect us, both of us. Imagine if I had to kill you. The power of your gift could corrupt my will if it came to me.
Don't worry, that won't happen.
Calm yourself, brother. I know you want to go to Calandra, but sooner or later you would kill one another. The gift would force you to do so. If you want to be relieved of this bloodlust, you must be reasonable.
I'll be reasonable as soon as I've rammed your head into the mud!
You are weak, brother. Already the gift possesses you. You cannot control it forever. Accept this prison as the last gift I can give you. I'm sorry, brother. You're free!
If that's the best you can do, this is going to be a very short fight.
We don't have to fight, brother.
Are you done?
Look at us! We are but creatures of the gifts, even now! Do you really want to face Calandra like this? She will have no choice but to kill you!
She will never turn against me, and you will never understand why.
I ask not for me! I ask for the Fernfielders and all the sick in Warrunk! If the excavation does not continue, they are lost! Take my talisman, so that you can alleviate the suffering and have the chosen work.
I have better things to do.
Then make Ulef serve you! With the talisman he can do it all, and you can simply move on!
Before I decide, you're going to answer a few questions. You murdered Makra. I just don't believe you really care about anyone else's welfare.
Makra attacked me. It was self-defense.
I knew it. No remorse. And spreading the plague was just revenge.
You do not know what you're talking about, brother.
What about the souls of the undead Fernfielders? Who gave you the right to send them into the Nether Hells? And why did you forbid Genla from holding services to her goddess?
Do you really think everyone here was pious and humble before I came? Even if Peraine's arm should extend to this demonic swamp, the truth is that the old gods do not care about people's fates. The people would have died anyway. Their bodies would have ended up in the swamp, and the demons would have taken their souls. At least this way their deaths had meaning.
You were willing to sacrifice all Fernfield in order to save yourself. All Fernfield and half Warrunk.
Can't you see? I wanted to free myself from the gift's constraints. Finally live without fear of the rest of you awakened. I didn't know I carried the plague to Warrunk. If we find the artifact, I can make amends. What's bad about giving people hope?
Why would Azrael furnish 7 Awakened with gifts just to make them kill each other?
The gifts need to mature. Separately, they can become more powerful without interfering with one another. When the Awakened then meet again, the gift passes on to the victor with the death of the other, and the victor emerges even more powerful.
But why is the gift so destructive? Is it simply the chaos of the Nether Hells that created them?
As Borbarad once taught, it is necessary he remains who has best mastered his gift, who has the strongest will. It is not just chaos.
Tell me where I can find Calandra, and I will let you live.
That knowledge is the only thing that still prevents us from fighting. I cannot tell you, brother, for both our sakes.
I'm gonna find her, with or without your help.
You want to fight, brother, so be it. But before you die, you shall see what the gift makes of us. Brother, please, take my talisman. Give it to the Fernfielders. Alleviate their suffering. The patients, they must continue to hope.
I could also keep the talisman.
Please, brother, someone has to lead them. Alone they will be lost and the plague will never be cured. If my soul descends to the nether hells, then at least my life should have had some meaning.
The talisman. What is its secret?
I thought it would free me of the gift. But I was wrong. My death is proof that Azrael was right. The talisman is incomplete. It is only part of the healing artifact.
If I give Ulef the talisman, can he continue the excavation? Do you really think that the Fernfielders will find the artifact and cure the plague?
Without a ghost of a doubt.
Good. I'll find a solution for Fernfield, but I need to know where Calandra is.
It matters not, Chiron. When you see her again, the gift will force you to kill one another.
Then tell me how I can break this evil spell.
Only a demon can revoke it.
I will break the awakened cycle. Azrael will never win.
I didn't want it to end like this. Thank you, brother. Thank you for...
Gamut is dead.
Yes, he is.
Well, now I am surprised. Wouldn't have thought it'd leave you looking like a Prios novice cheated at a shell game.
Me neither.
And I have another surprise.
I hope it's better than the last one.
Attractive. Young. Undead.
You?
Exactly. I haven't been cast down into the nether hells, even though Gamut is dead. Isn't that great?
Do you know what you're going to do now?
You mean whether I'll stay here or leave Clawmore? I don't know. I don't have the faintest idea. Of course I want to see my father again, but not as an undead.
Well, you're not exactly ugly.
Really?
Yes, not repulsive or slimy anyway. And you've kept your sense of humor too.
It almost sounds as if you're a little in love with me.
Well, if I weren't looking for Calandra, you certainly wouldn't be the worst choice.
Oh, too bad. But I'm sure the bards will sing songs about you and Calandra. It's so romantic.
What does that mean? Thalgunitoth doesn't have possession of your soul.
At least not so firmly that she can wrest my soul away. Thanks to you, I'm free.
My heart leaps for joy.
Do you think there's something like an afterlife for the undead?
I can only guess, but you'll find out someday.
Hopefully not too soon.
Gamat gave me his piece of the Alhanian artifact.
Will you use it?
I'll take it to Fernfield with me to help convince the villagers.
But maybe there are more of these fragments. Maybe I can use this magic to come back to life.
I really don't know if the magic is that powerful. I'm afraid you'll have to remain undead for a while.
Hey, that wasn't very sensitive of you.
You didn't even bat an eyelash as Gamat gasped out his last breath, either.
I'm just happy that I'm still alive. Well, sort of.
And what about your Rio?
Oh, Rio. My Rio. Do you think he will love me as undead?
If you two are serious about it, he'll have to love you the way you are now. And I'm sure Rio would like to at least sing about you a little. On a harp strung with spider silk.
How romantic.
I'm gonna head for Fernfield now.
I hope you make the right decisions.
I wish the same, pretty Latika.
Perhaps we will see each other again.
Perhaps.
You're back!
I am.
From the pit!
Yes.
Like Gamut! And you're wearing his talisman! You're the new savior!
Rio, I'm not the savior.
Only the true savior denies his divinity.
What?
You have revealed yourself just in time, savior! Gamut's flight confused people. Genla has captured Ulev and preaches of the old gods. She wants to destroy our faith, savior.
I don't have time for this orc shit right now. Take me to Genla, quick.
As you wish, savior.
Long enough have you lived in sin. But now the wind has turned. A storm has blown the seeds of faith to Fernfield.
Genla! What are you doing?
The people of Fernfield pass judgment on those who deceive them. Long enough has heresy prevailed in this place. Gamut was a fraud, and Ulef his lackey. Gamut's flight proved it, and Ulef too will soon confess his misdeeds. Chiron, you have returned. Gamut is defeated. You wear his talisman. Which side are you on?
Gamut deceived you all. He was nothing but a necromancer who drew his power from this talisman. He used it to relieve your pain, but also to fuddle your senses. The paradise to which your dead were to go was a lie. Gamut used their undead bodies, making them dig for magical treasures beyond the Great Gorge. They were not buried according to the divine commandments. This enabled the demonic forces of the swamp to take possession of their bodies. No one knows what became of the souls of your chosen. The root of the problem was this talisman. It seduced Gammat and Ulef to their misdeeds. In your names, will I take this instrument of the Nether Hells far, far away, where it can cause no further damage.
Well spoken, Chiron. And now, in the name of the goddess, it is time those who serve the blasphemer were judged. Ulef, liar, coward, and servant of demons! With your words and deeds you have condemned dozens of souls to damnation! We can no longer tolerate you among us!
But consider this, Genla. The soul of Ulef's daughter Latika was in Gammat's power. Ulef lied to you to protect his own child.
A blasphemous trade! And the punishment for blasphemy is death!
Do you really wish to condemn him for giving people hope? Haven't enough people died already? Gammat inflicted a wound upon the village. You are here to heal, not to take lives. The goddess Parain does not teach revenge. She teaches compassion.
Chiron speaks with Phaexon's tongue. Even if you are right, the villain must be punished. I hereby banish Ulef, and all those who wish to continue following him are to leave the village as well. Never come back, that we may finally find peace again.
Chiron's intercession saved Ulef's life. Although he had lied to the Fernfielders for years, they recognized his good intentions, and so let him go in peace. Then they went to the place Gammat had described to them as paradise. With hoes and scythes, they delivered their friends and relatives from their miserable undead existences. For many of the ailing, this was the last thing they did. But at every funeral mass Gainler read after that, the Fernfielders knew their souls were saved. Once again, they could distinguish between good and evil. However, the ancient Alhania secret that could have healed the plague remained submerged in the Clawmaw. Chiron moved on. He had to know how and why Azaril had blessed him with the magical powers, thereby making him Calandra's mortal enemy. And Warunk would hold his answers.
He's still young and has strong arms. In the Middle Lands, he would still have a life ahead of him.
What? Good thing I ran into you.
I hear people
What's
in
going
West
on?
Town are rotting.
Parel, the bastard. Now the dragon has a body and soul.
You two have been enemies for as long as I've known you, Sergeant.
This time it's different. At first I thought he wanted to get revenge for a few things from earlier. It would be just like him to break your truce. But it hasn't stopped. He claims he wants to free the Warunkians from some subjugation. Been calling himself the protector of the forgotten lately. The truth is, he just slaughters anyone he doesn't like. Women, children, he's gone crazy. This isn't just crime anymore, lad. This is war.
Sergeant, what do you want from me?
Why, to warn you, of course. What else, lad? Sooner or later, Perel will sidle up to you and start spreading his dirty lies. You must not believe him, lad. Doggle and Dratchas. Don't believe a word that rogue says.
I'll be careful, Sergeant.
And if you run into one of Perel's brown nosers, make short work of them. They all deserve it. Cause Tusha most of us.
Now my brother's in jail. Just because the bloody guards wanted to have someone guilty to show.
I think that's Chiron.
Ah, Chiron.
Reverend Margrave.
Glad you're conscious this time. Thank you again for your dedication to the good of the city.
What have you discovered?
This Gamut was a demon Pactyr. He had established a blasphemous cult and driven out the village of Fernfield's Deont. I smashed the cult, and the Deont is once again conducting services.
Well done. It is the soul which matters, especially in these dark times. Take this reward. May Rondra be with you. And be more careful in future. Evil often comes unexpectedly in the Shadowlands. My people can't be everywhere.
Especially since your people should be primarily concerned with the enemy beyond the walls, Metropolitan.
All the better that there are no disagreements as to who will execute the summoner my people caught.
To my knowledge, that was a certain traitor, one whose demise left a vacancy not only as your deputy, but also in the office of Plague Bailiff.
So the summoner finally gets his just desserts. Have you learned any more about why he was summoning demons within the walls?
His deeds were too reckless for a mage. His demonic masters must have ordered him to. Or Falk.
We demanded answers from him, but he remained silent.
And your goddess doesn't like the methods available to force someone to answer, right?
Either way, the sword is too good for him, so he will hang. An interrogation will be a waste of time.
Margrave, isn't your place really in the upper town?
That does not mean that I don't like to mix with people. I enjoy watching the carpenters just as much as I do spending an evening in the gardens up there. But you're right. Normally, Sergeant Fergalosh would be responsible for the lower town. Currently, however, some developments require my attention.
Metropolitan Turgilev, you're the leader of the Rondrians here in Warunk, right?
If titles are important to you, the Metropolitan represents the Sword of Swords, the head of the Church of Rondra.
Strange title.
The sword is the queen of weapons. It is simple, honest, and without guile.
And virtuous enough to be used to put Falk's co-conspirators in their graves.
If you want to look at it that way.
Where is this execution going to be held?
Marketplace, second hour.
And of course you too are welcome to be there when the villain gets his just desserts. Until then, farewell.
His hanging corpse will serve as a warning to those who still pact with demons.
Fine. See you at the execution.
And greet your father for me. I'm sure he's expecting you. You'll find him in the old pillory.
I hear that the dead risen to eat the flesh of
How may I be of service?
Back again.
Here!
See my range for
The
yourself.
deceiver
Those assholes in the guard slaughtered everyone who wanted to get the food from the armory and spread it around.
Those assholes in the guard want to spread it around fairly, not just throw it out into the street where the strongest people take it all for themselves.
My daughter's done but skin and bones.
A good day. At least, no demons so far. Anyway.
Freed city. Freed of hope, maybe.
It's good that the temple has found a new mistress. Genla is nowhere near as fanatical as those narrow-minded Rondrians.
He's still young and has strong arms. In the Middle Lands, he would still have a life ahead of him.
I'm glad to be in here.
You want to prove
I hear
yourself
people in the West
useful?
Town are rotting alive.
Good. Whatever you do, do it with honor. See me when you have something to report.
Psst. He's from the guard.
Warunkians, keep your city clean. Whoever kills a dozen undead rats and delivers them to the temple shall receive an entire bowl of good soup. Be noted, a good character witness for the deeds must be named, whom the Dion shall
That's
seriously
Connor,
question.
the one who annihilated that shadow demon in the marketplace.
Those snobs in the upper town don't care whether we eat dirt down here or die in our own shit.
Good day. At least, no demons so far, anyway.
No, this is against Rondra's teachings. Return when you are willing to fight the honourable way. My daughter's nothing but skin and bones.
Hard to believe the Thor was a traitor. He was such a handsome fellow.
I hear that the dead have risen to eat the flesh of the living.
People of Warunk, be reminded that every death must be reported to the Metropolitan, and each body delivered unto the Dios. Anyone who refuses to comply and continues to exchange dead bodies for cash is now considered dead. You want to prove yourself? Mission accomplished. Well, take this, and may Rondra be with you.
That's Chiron, the one who annihilated that shadow demon in the marketplace.
You...
Last night the guards had it out with the cartel again.
Here, Warunkians! In Rondra's name,
those assholes
praise
in the guard
city
slaughtered
guard.
everyone who wanted to get the food
She
from
was
the armory and
merciful
spread
to
it
those who
around.
wanted to take
Those
from
assholes in the
armory.
guard want to
Food
spread it around
intended for
fairly,
all.
not just throw it out into the street where the strongest
Is
just
to be
take it all for
human.
themselves.
And their courage does them credit. Yet forgiveness, Warunkians.
City. Freed of hope, maybe.
Mission accomplished. Well, take this, and may Rondra be with you.
I think I'm gonna leave town. Outside, Balaam, wherever.
Praise the divine lioness! Another blow has been
Those assholes
struck
in the
against
guard
the
slaughtered
darkness.
everyone who wanted to get the food
Even
from
for
the
the
armory and
fallen
spread
women.
it around.
Yea, there
Those
is
I wouldn't wander around here like that if I were you, but it's your life. Let's keep your head down. Here, you can have a knife across your throat faster than you can say for feck's sake.
Don't be like that. still need at least 2 more customers today.
What are you looking for, Ram?
If it isn't the strapping lad from the refugee camp, I want to show them the artistry. Hi there, sweetie. Hi there, sweetie. Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more customers today.
I wouldn't wander around here like that if I were you, but it's your life. My dear friends, I got supplies. Piss off, and no stupid looks neither. You should put your money pouch in your shirts. No need to make it easy for the cartel.
It isn't the strapping lad from the refugee camp. Want to show me your mighty sword?
Sake for feck's sake.
Don't be like that. I still need at least 2 more.
Back there in the alley, that shadow. And there, in the window.
Those assholes in the guards.
People of Warham,
from the armory and spread
be
it
reminded
around.
that every
Those
death
assholes
must
in
be
the guard.
reported to the Metropolitan.
brothers.
You want... Mission accomplished. Well, take this, and may Rondra be with you. Mission accomplished. Well, take this, and may Rondra be with you.
That's kind of
Praise the divine lioness! Another blow
Those
has been
assholes in the
struck
guards
against
slaughtered
the
everyone who
darkness.
wanted to get the food from the
Even
armory
for the
and spread it
fallen
around.
women.
Those assholes in the guard want to spread it around
And has to compete with the unnatural
Yesterday, the
attractions of
cartel went
rotting
out on
flesh.
another foray.
The divine lioness welcomes them.
You're back. You defeated Gamat.
It was his destiny, he claimed. The power of his gift has been transferred to me, just like Falk's. But I have even more to tell you. About undead slaves and false saints.
And then there were 5. It's terrible to learn how your own children butcher one another. And now the next awakened is already on your trail. She says she will find you, and she gave me this.
An awakened was here? She spoke with you?
I don't know if she wants us as allies, or only as tools for her own plan. These are instructions on summoning. She said it can call up the demon that created your gifts. But the document is complicated. Nandurian figures, encrypted 3 times. I'll need some time to make sense of it.
Why should she play into our hands when she has everything and we have nothing?
She says that she can free you from the forced killings. I'm afraid we have to play along for now.
Only until she shows herself to me. Then she will answer me. You called Gamat your child. Don't tell me that you're father to us all.
Calandra is not your sister, you know that. I know I sired 3 of the 7. 1 girl, 2 boys. And you are one of those boys.
And Calandra?
She has a different father. He is as shrewd as he is obsessed with Borbarad's teachings. 3 women and 4 men. That should be all 7 awakened.
That means this awakened could be my real sister.
Yes. Maybe Falk was your brother, or Gamat, or one of the others.
What does this awakened expect to get by summoning this demon? That's risky business.
If she's telling the truth. The ingredients listed in these instructions really could help. Each demon has its own peculiarities, which must be taken into account during the incantation. The real danger starts when it appears. The demon's true name helps to keep it under control, but you can never be sure if they will really follow your commands or betray you instead. In the end, the exact wording of the command is the most important thing. Whatever you negotiate with the demon, it will stick to it. And that's why every summoner is eventually dragged down to the nether hells, because they used the wrong words just once.
You've always had this way of boosting my courage.
You're not just every summoner, Chiron.
Why should I summon this demon anyway?
If the bearers of the gifts truly are destined to kill one another, then the demon is probably the only one who can remove that constraint. Negotiating with it is more likely to be successful than trying to talk Azaril into abandoning her plan.
Demons are hungry for human souls, and nothing else.
Right, and this is your chance. With the ritual of your birth, Azaril forced the demon to her will. That is the only reason he created the gifts. He should hate her for that. If you can offer him something valuable, then I'm sure he wouldn't be averse to taking revenge on her.
I have to offer him my soul.
Hopefully not. But you have something he wants, and for some reason cannot get. Otherwise, he would already have taken it. Also, you both want to hurt Azaril. That's not a bad basis for negotiation.
But there has to be something you can tell me about this awakened. After all, she did come here.
Maybe her gift drew her to you. Maybe she couldn't resist its power any longer. The gift influences the will of its carrier. You've already noticed that, haven't you?
Yes. Can you tell me more about her?
Her clothing is provocative. Lots of necromantic symbols. Not exactly Borbaradian.
Maybe she's not one of Azaril's followers.
She did say that she wants to help you, though she may be out to trap you. But with her look, she will have to keep a low profile in Warunk. That could give you an advantage.
I found out that Azrael took Calandra to the Clawmaw to expand her consciousness, using a demonic plant. Azrael introduced her to Gamut, but didn't let them fight each other. The way Gamut spoke about their relationship, it reminded me of the way you taught us.
It fits. Azrael is trying to seduce Calandra with Borbarad's teachings, just like me. Vast knowledge, infinite power, tempting things.
We also don't know what role the Awakened who visited you plays. She may even be Calandra's messenger.
Or her killer. That would be the worst.
I've never summoned a demon. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how.
A summoning isn't something you just jump right into. The preparations require time. As far as I can make from the document, 3 paraphernalia are needed to perform the invocation.
Paraphernalia?
Offerings to the demon. They make it easier to call and dominate. Summoning ingredients, if you like. It says, "First take unto thee 3 stones of the 3 great powers. From the manor rob then 3, of the world, of magic, and of divinity. Burn now the 3 in demonic scorching flame of the nether hells."
Where am I supposed to get stones like that?
Summoning instructions are basically a matter of interpretation. You'll probably have to improvise. It's best you find this Awakened and ask her. Then you can still decide if you want to perform the invocation.
If she isn't luring me into a trap to kill me.
Either way, you can't really lose.
People of Warank, here you see the villain responsible for the attack on our city and our faith. The executioner's sword he defiled is too good for him. A vile rope should suffice to send his dark soul where it belongs, the nether hells. Know this, Warankians. So end those who dare rebel against the 12 gods. Take heed those who have used recent events to satisfy their greed. They are wrong, and I will call them to account. So, Rogue, any last words?
You will pay. You will all pay.
Fire! Fire at the old Rondra temple!
Skelina, Mactala with Harika. Your pardon, sir, but have you seen my girls? We had agreed to meet, but they haven't shown up. That's not like them at all. Oh, it's you.
Right.
You rescued my brother from the cannibal. That was truly honourable of you. But would you help me again? Please, find my daughters. I can reward you.
Do you know more about what's going on between the Guard and the cartel? The streets look like Waronka's at war.
I'm just a simple teamster's wife, but I think it's about power. It always is. Maybe amongst the Rondrians too? I mean, ever since the Lord Aravor's betrayal, they've been busy with themselves. Many duels, many dead. That left them little time to take care of the refugee camp, but what does this have to do with my children?
I don't really have time to look for your daughters now. What form of eternal gratitude were you offering?
If you bring them back, you shall have the most valuable thing I own. Apart from my children, I mean.
I noticed the Summer stared at a child from the scaffold. Could your daughters have been at the execution? Or at least one of them?
The execution? Possibly. They were always wherever there was something to see. Especially Mactala loved that kind of thing. Even egged the others into proving their courage at the prison, even though I always forbade it.
Tests of courage near the cells of robbers, murderers, and defilers. I bet the Summoner really impressed them, didn't he?
By the Dark Mother, they spoke of him. Please, you have to find them.
They're triplets, barely 10 years old. They all have my hair, and they're all wearing green dresses. The prison is in the guard headquarters, but they could be anywhere. Maybe even in the upper town.
I'll have a look around.